when we last left off, you had spent 2 days convalescing after a battle with a group of ghouls that the dragon that guards the entrance to Tribulation Keep graciously let you kill for her in exchange for allowing you in 3 weeks early.
Mm.
You guys went down a set of stairs on the inner bailey and got on a wide metal lift, which screeched and sparked all the way down for about 5 minutes. And when it finally jerked to a stop, the gates opened onto a very large circular chamber with a domed ceiling. And that's where we left off, really. But let's go back to that, shall we? A large circular room, maybe 60 or 70 feet across. The room you're stepping into, or if you indeed are stepping into it out of the elevator shaft, is has a brick floor of concentric concentric circles. Excuse me. There are a number of columns that surround the room. They don't seem to support the ceiling as be decorative. And
Decorative columns are tight.
you can see 3 other doors in the circular walls, one directly across from you. Across from your exit from the elevator, you can see a door. This one with a decorative fascia around the wide 10-foot double doors. The decorations appear to be carvings of capering demons and monsters. The doors themselves seem to be bronze that have been etched with equally frightening looking imagery. To your left side, you see an open chamber in the wall. This one is lit by a single torch in the interior, giving off a flickering orange light. It's easy to see what's inside there. Not much. It's a semicircular alcove with it looks like some carvings on the floor. And to the right, you see another door, very much like the demonic looking door, but without as much ornamentation. You also see in the middle of the floor a skeleton, largely dismembered.
Human?
Well-
Are you going to investigate?
As I move in, I'm watching for traps, rolling perception, getting a 17.
All right. Shadow, you begin approaching the skeleton in the middle of the room. As soon as you step out of the lift, lights begin to flicker on in the ceiling, in the dome ceiling. These are pale little globes hanging from chains that give the room enough light to see by. And you can look up and you see that there seems to be a very intricate mosaic on the ceiling that looks like the sky at daytime. But the mosaic appears to have like a lot of gray clouds. It seems to be a mosaic of a cold winter's day.
While magical and
I'm getting
beautiful, I immediately, when they first turn on, I immediately jump back into the elevator and slowly work my way back out, seeing that there's nothing immediately coming to kill us.
You leap back in the elevator and the lights begin to dim, and as you step back out, they begin to brighten up again. You step towards the skeleton. You can see that it looks to be maybe a companion of the ghouls that you killed a couple days previously that really mangled your leg. You're still walking on it a little bit tenderly as you approach. The bones have been gnawed. All the flesh is off. There's a lot of torn leather and shreds of clothing here. It looks like whatever the ghouls had of this last remaining companion of theirs. They basically sucked the marrow out of his bones before they tried to escape from the dungeon itself. However, you do see that they didn't seem to care much about his possessions. Everything that wasn't meat has been tossed aside.
All right. Well, I will go through what they tossed aside, getting a 20.
All right, you find a torn journal, you find a belt pouch, and you give it a jingle. There's some coins in it, in one of the pouches, and you also hear like the slight clink of glass as well.
Ooh.
What language is the journal written in?
It appears to be written in the common tongue. You briefly scan it, what the pages that remain, and see that it looks to be like someone was trying to keep track of their days here in the dungeon itself. You see their opening remarks on the first level. We came down an elevator, beautiful mosaic, strange effect as we watched it. You see them talk about the conflicts within the party, and like it doesn't seem that like every time he references something within the dungeon, it seems to be almost immediately circumvented by his own commentary on the behavior of his companions. And like I said, a lot of the pages are stuck together from dried blood and things, so there's not a lot of information to be gleaned from it.
This is a very gruesome sight. Perhaps we should move on, or forward, or check that pouch that you just took off of the dead man to see what is in it.
I just want to check which way of the three paths they decided.
All right, you go back and try to make an intelligence check for me.
Okay, +0. At least it's not a minus. I rolled a 13.
You're able to like actively ignore commentary based on his opinion. Like this person was a very very old hand at journaling. You're guessing because he just talked about everything.
It's all cliff notes.
Yeah, but yeah. There is a notation for like the stuff they encounter in the dungeon, and it says the room that they call the entrance room. He says alcove would not activate for us, unsure of what it's for. Demonic door, pickable by party rogue, and then it says unable to access third door.
Does this man look like he died here?
Yes, it looks like, given the dried blood on the concrete, or rather the long bloody smear from that door that has been dried, he probably died somewhere in the dungeon and the corpse was dragged this way to snack on.
So maybe he does have information about what is deeper inside. I was thinking if he had just died here, then why are we bothering with his journal? But we may have found a bit of information we could use.
Well then,
So what does Shadow see with his perception check in the room though? The alcove that they're talking about. Does he see that or no?
What?
The
Well,
alcove.
Yeah, I've already. Yeah, those are all things you can all see.
I also don't want to escape. What was the glass sound?
Think.
If you check the belt pouch, you can see that there are a couple of vials within the belt pouch. These are actually clearly labeled health potions. Like they have a paste label on them. It says health potion weak on both of them, and you see that there's a third and a fourth that are busted open and have leaked through. One said health potion strong, and the other said strength.
So 2 health potions that are usable.
Yeah, the other 2 are busted.
Do they look to be the same coloration and consistency as
Yes,
the
but-
one we have?
Yes, but there's a lot of settling of the reagents inside of them. This has been down here all winter.
Shake before use.
Yes.
Shake well.
Treat it like
Get
a
that pulp at the bottom. It's got all the nutrients.
Are the vitamins and nutrients.
They took out a lot of the minutia from Pathfinder to 5th edition, but did they put in health potion expiration dates, or is that just flavor text?
That is partially flavor text, but there is a health potion, or there is a potion interaction table that I will be using. I'm bringing that back around.
So they took out all the fun rules and added some bullshit.
No,
No,
that's something. That's
I'm
something Terrence
adding
is
I'm adding the fun rules back from older editions.
Ah, okay.
where if you take
Potion-
too many potions of different kinds, they start reacting against each other.
Oh no.
Fun.
So you can't super buff with potions.
You
Sounds
can. You
fucking-
just might have to endure a reaction.
You grow hair on your knuckles.
I think that's just a reaction to getting old. At any rate, so yes, you find potions. The other pouch, since you're digging through it, Brodus.
Brodus.
Okay.
Brodus
Right
Murklock.
I had it right the first time. So Brodus, you also flip it open and you see that there are a number of gold coins, a platinum coin, and it looks to be a very slender bronze key.
Oh.
It has
Do I-
numbers printed on the head.
I guess I don't have detect magic, huh?
It's a level 1 spell.
Oh, then no, I don't.
Yeah.
I'll turn and very candidly explain to the party what I found, and this key.
I don't have detect magic either.
All right.
It's a level 1 spell. It's best used by people that can actually do a ritual, which sorcerers can't, so I won't be taking it. But
I will take it for my next spell.
like I say, if you don't cast it as a ritual, though, it's only good that one time that you burn that level 1. That's pretty.
Yeah, I
It's
took a-
best cast as a ritual.
Yeah, I took a
Yeah.
ritual spell too because of spell casting is so limited.
Yeah.
But I don't have detect magic to take. I don't believe as a cleric.
No, I believe as a cleric.
But anywho, there's this key. Can I investigate the key to see if I can pick up any meaning off the what's scribed on it?
You look over the key and you can see that it has in old-fashioned numerals it has the number 37 on it, and it's pretty scuffed. Like it looks like it gets heavy use. Like it's not like tarnished as much as you'd expect an old key like this to be. It's like very shiny towards the back end and very scuffy towards the key head. It puts you in mind of a footlocker key.
Ah,
Good to know. Probably his stuff back on the surface.
this appears to be a key to a Foot Locker shopping mall location.
Ah, so it is the metal grate key.
Ah, that's who the hell closed last night.
Side note: apparently, I could have taken detect magic,
But you didn't.
but I didn't.
Yeah, it's
I'll-
weird
I'll-
that they that doesn't like sorcerers can get it, but they can't do the ritual part of it, so it doesn't really make sense for them in 5e to do that.
I mean, if you want to do
You
it just that
can't
once,
take
I suppose.
the feet ritual magic.
You can take a feat for.
I take a feat, yeah, that I
but
get.
then
Like,
you're taking a feat and not getting
Yeah.
your ability points.
no, that means my DC. That means I'm doing that and making my DCs go down and all the other fun stuff that goes. with it.
Either me or the lizard can take detect magic next
Yeah.
level.
The
There you go.
lizard. All right, what are you guys doing from here?
I'm gonna go over to the alcove. They said they couldn't solve it, so
All right.
I'm curious.
You curiously poke your head into the alcove. Like I said, it's a sort of like a semicircular, or basically it's like a circular room, but it just straight up opens out onto the larger circular room. You see that it has a very intricate pattern of glyphs and runes on the floors, and a couple of sputtering torches on the interior.
So can we do a perception check, or are we? I mean,
Give me an investigate or arcana if you have it.
I have investigations, but I rolled crap.
I have
so
arcane,
6.
but I rolled crap as well. Rolled a 3.
I will call to the group and anyone can anyone figure these runes?
I rolled a 16 arcana.
All right,
There we
Brigwin,
go.
you have a good look at the room, and being an elf, you've seen things like this before, especially in the more ancient structures of your cultures. This appears to be some sort of keyed portal, meaning that it just will not work if you do not have the proper item to activate.
Indeed, maybe this key that we just found goes with this portal.
I'm assuming that they had the key and couldn't get through. Or maybe they died with the key deeper in the dungeon. That's worth a shot.
Does the key have a rune on it or anything? Any kind of marking on it?
Just the number 37.
I got
Do
a.
these runes mean 37?
No, they do not. They appear to be all conjuration specific runes.
Give it a shot.
I got a 13 investigation if that comes up.
You see that there is in the wall. You see there is a small divot. Several of them actually in evenly spaced areas. They're like, it looks like someone took a brick that is outlining the rest of the wall and pushed it in about a half inch. And you see there's like a narrow depression within them.
I will point that out.
But what does that mean?
The way opening the
this
doors.
button, this depression, and see if it opens anything before we do the key thing.
All right, who's pushing it?
I will push the buttons.
All right, there's no button. Like I said, it's just a depressed brick within the wall that looks like it has a worn divot in it. You reach your hand.
Press it. It goes. Oh.
I will press the brick.
Yeah, you press the brick, but nothing seems to happen. It feels very smooth from years of use.
Was there only the one?
There's it looks to be like there's about 8 in circles around the room.
Press them all at the same time. Are
Yeah,
they
can you
close
reach
enough where
one?
you can- yeah.
Yeah, you can reach more than one at the same time. Like they're not that far apart.
All right.
The room is not
It is-
huge.
It is worth a try.
Yeah, we'll team up and get all bricks ready to
Is
press
there-
simultaneous.
Which 8 arms are going in there?
I'll do 2.
All right,
I'll
Kate,
I'll
do
do
one.
2.
Edwin, Shadow.
I'll do 1.
All right, 1. All right, so 1 more then.
I suppose all helps is the lizard's being a dick.
All right.
I have short arms, sir.
And he can
Not
grow
as
his
He's a
arm.
Tyrannosaurus.
He can grow his arm back too, so he's not worried about losing it.
That's not true. That's not true.
All right.
Whatever.
everyone- Everyone but Pate steps in and
Sure.
presses the bricks, but nothing happens.
Is there any? Are they in any particular pattern that would maybe indicate like there's a 3rd brick and a 7th brick?
Not that you can tell.
Is there? So they're just evenly spaced around the alcove.
Yes.
Same distance from the floor to the ceiling.
Yep.
Around the room.
About chest height for most people.
And there's no other doors, nothing else in this room except for this alcove.
No, there's 2 other doors.
Yeah, there's 2 other doors, not counting the elevator.
Oh, let's keep
Maybe the.
Nothing, go ahead.
Maybe the bricks are nothing more than a red herring. And everyone has pressed them, making them smooth this whole time because they thought that was where the key
Oh.
was.
Can I? I mean, I don't know if I need to roll perception or I rolled like really good, but I've got perception is a skill for me that I have a point in, but I don't have any points in investigation. So I don't know if to really just kind of. I know Shadow did a perception check on the whole room, but just to really take a close eye look as everyone starts walking away from this alcove.
All right. I don't know.
So I got a 20.
So you're checking out the alcove or the
Yes.
bigger room? Okay.
Specifically the alcove, just to give it another thorough, just looking for any type of keyhole, anything that looks unusual, out of place.
All right. You get
Clue.
inside and you begin looking around, and you see something that you really weren't looking for per se, but it is something that you would spot with a really high perception. The walls are painted. In here, they are painted a sort of a dull gray color that sort of fits in with the stone. And it looks like they've even traced in the dark gaps to look like they're older than they are. But as you look closer at the paint, you can see that the paint is painting over graffiti.
Oh.
So, okay, so graffiti is in someone vandalized this room?
Yeah, it looks like this room was like, as you look closer, now that you've seen one, you can see it in multiple instances. Like people have taken like dark paint or chalk or charcoal and just drawn shit on the inside of the walls.
Sticks everywhere.
I'll pick one of the, just randomly pick one of the inset bricks, and my thumbnail will grow about an inch long.
Okay.
Gross.
And then I will scratch at the paint to see if I can make out anything underneath the paint on that brick. As far as I'm looking,
you begin scratching at the brick, and you see, and you do scratch off a layer of paint, and you can see very faintly. It looks like someone has just penciled it on in grease pencil onto the bare stone. It's
A big old floppy dick.
no, it is not. Sorry, I had a belch.
Stretch rat.
Sorry, I thought I had to belch. Sorry. You see, someone has grease penciled onto the bare stone itself. My fucking badge won't work. What's wrong with this piece of crap?
Badge to activate the portal. He's talking about, I'm sure.
I'll point it out to the people, then I'll be like, I don't know. That's the best I can do as far as investigation wise.
All right. So anyway, there are two other doors besides the elevator. What are you guys doing now?
I will approach the non-demon door.
All right.
And I believe they said this door was pickable.
No, inaccessible. The demon door was pickable.
Well, I will step up, and is the door trapped? And rolled a 19, so that would be a 23.
Which door?
Yeah,
The
which
demon door or the inaccessible one?
The non-demon door.
All right. You investigate this door. It doesn't appear to be trapped, but it also doesn't appear to be openable in any way. It is a ornamental door for the most part, which is odd given the amount of wear the stones have from the the exit point. Like there is a downright rut of smooth stones that head from this doorway to the elevator and to the portal alcove.
You just real fake doored us.
Yep, he real fake doored us.
Yeah.
Real fake doors.
Does this
All
real
right.
fake door have a keyhole?
It does not. It does not have a keyhole. It does not have a hinge.
All right, so it sounds like we're going through the demon door, right?
Hey, may I postulate a theory about
Sure.
this door?
You
It
got
does
to roll
not
an
appear to be
intelligence check
openable.
first.
Fuck off. So my belief is that this door is the exit and it is only openable from the inside, much the same way that we pass through a extra dimensional space to get here. Perhaps we have to enter one way and exit this way.
Possible. I think the
Perhaps.
alcove is more
Possibly.
likely the exit, but that's a good theory. I like it. Let's find a door we can open. We think, Shadow.
I will step over to the demon door, and this time I only rolled a 13, giving me 17 on perception. Is it locked
It is definitely locked. Like I said, the door is a
or trapped?
the door is a, like I said, a wide double doors. They're made of bronze, very decoratively etched with scary imagery. Uh, the
Like legitimate scary or
almost comically scary. Like it looks like someone has designed this door to be picture book quality of like something you'd put in a fairy tale, something, an illustration, woodcut from a child's book.
Could we try a history check?
Sure.
I'll pull up my dice.
You have to have at least to assist with it. You at least have to have a point in it or something, right?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
I-
Never mind.
I got a 14.
14.
I got a.
Is it higher than a 14?
Yes.
Then okay.
21.
Okay.
Mahogany got it.
I was gonna try to assist, but I was like, that's better. That's
Okay.
way
I
better.
know. That's better than I do, yeah.
It's a good try there, Lizard Man. Yeah. You've read a book.
Grablith, you've seen things like this before. As much as I said, more as decorative items. It looks like scary illumination on a book page. You, Brigwin, you've actually seen this style before. This is an old elven style that is used in a very specific series of children's tales, like ways to warn children of the more frightening aspects of magic. It looks like whoever designed this part just aped the design whole cloth, thinking no one would notice.
So it doesn't seem like that. Like it doesn't have any specific significance.
Not that you can tell.
Mm-hmm.
Well, is the door locked?
It is very much locked.
All right, and then
I step up and put the key in.
All right. It does not work. It is too small. The keyhole is very large. You got to get the big picks for this one.
I will break out my thieves' tools.
Did you say the door was exceptionally large?
And the keyhole.
And the key was. Ooh. Curious. What needs a door that big?
I will take a few steps back.
All right. Shadow, what did you get? I'm sorry.
I got a 16.
All right. Shadow begins working on the door lock. You hear him turning tumblers slowly, listening to them. And finally, you hear a loud ka-chunk as the door creaks open. The sound fills the domed chamber. And as the door opens, you can see a long hallway, long, dark hallway before you.
Dark way.
Those of us with dark vision, what can we see down that hallway?
To the limits of your dark vision, you see hallway.
Well, let us continue, and I will start walking down.
Before we start walking, what were we about to do before we stopped it and did something else? We were about to do something with the key.
We were about to go through that door when we got sidetracked of figuring out where the artwork on the door came from.
No, that was before that.
The key didn't work.
No, brought out the key that you guys found, but it was too small for the keyhole. Like
Okay.
it was just.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I'm talking about before that, but that's cool.
I think before that, we were just trying to figure out if that key would work in the alcove, but we didn't find a slot for it, right?
Okay, that's what I was wondering. I was like, I feel
Yeah.
like there was something that had to do
We
with
tried.
the
We
ritual.
looked in the alcove, and there was,
The
I don't
alcove?
know.
Okay.
I got the best perception check I could get, and we didn't see any type of place for
Okay.
that key.
I just wanted to make sure we
And-
exhausted that possibility before we left the area.
Nice to understand, and not to, slow things down any, but just real quick. There's nothing in the journal that indicated if the party that became the ghouls was which way they came into this room from, or
Into this room?
Yeah, they came down the elevator.
I know, but did they never made it? They never made it any further. They weren't running. In other words, they weren't running back.
No, they clearly made it further. They
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Did they indicate which? They didn't indicate which door they came out of to get back into
Yes,
this
they
room.
did. They
let me see.
said
Hold on.
demon door pickable by rogue.
Right, but that was to go back in. But I'm saying if they were coming back out.
Hold on. Let me see if those pages are still there. Hold on.
My theory is that they went through the demon door, but they came out of the ornate door on the way back. That's just my theory.
All right. Unfortunately, the pages that might hold that information are just utterly glued together with gore and viscera.
The issues.
So, who is going first?
Me, Cade.
Okay.
I like Kay to go first. He can go. Take a
All right.
torch.
He can see in the dark and can find traps.
I have lanterns.
There you go.
Yeah, as the you go to step forward, I will tap my staff twice, and the end of it will light up with a light spell.
Okay.
Gandalf.
Awesome.
All right. You guys step forward and begin walking down a very long hallway. Let's see. You continue down slowly, I assume, just taking your time, keeping a lookout.
Mm-hmm. Seems like the best.
All right. You walk and you walk and you walk about 200 feet until you finally see another door at the end of the hall. The hall, like I said, is 10 feet wide, and the ceiling of it is about 12 feet wide. It's got a low kind of point on the ceiling. There are sconces for torches, but no torches present. So you're relying entirely on your own light sources here. And when you get to whenever you get to the end of the hall, the door itself at the end, which has been is far less ornate than the door you came in. It's just a simple steel-bound wooden door set into one side of the 10-foot wall.
Hmm.
Cade will hold up his hooded lantern toward the door. It just ends in a door, right?
Just the end of the door.
Well, check it for traps.
Let me. I have actually. I can. Oh, never mind.
But since the hallway was completely clear, I am only going to assume that this door is trapped.
Agreed.
I mean,
Mr. Shadowman, Shadowcat, Shadow, would you please look at this door?
Rolled a 10, 14 as I search it for traps and check to see if it's locked.
You check the door. It is not locked. However, your perception check. You swear you hear voices on the other side.
Voices, how many do I hear?
3.
I will signal to the group silently, 3, door, and let Cade take the knob because I assume he will want to be possibly charging in
I mean,
if
does,
that's what we want to do.
The voices he hears, are they in common? Does you understand what they're saying?
Yes, you can barely make out what they're saying if you're interested.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Yes, we don't want to go shopping people who might be friendly with axes.
all right. I mean,
Even though
we,
the dragon let us in early, doesn't mean there might not still be adventurers who have found a way to survive in here since the last season.
we just buried, we just honorably buried ghouls. So I'm thinking that our party wants to find out to make sure they're really, really evil before we go busting up in here with.
All right, Shadow, you stick your ear to the door and listen very closely, and you hear one voice say, you have any threes? You hear another voice go, no, go fish. The other one says, I can see you have threes. You are lying. You are lying again. I don't have any threes. Quit looking over my shoulder.
I kick down the door and say, "Got fit or go fish."
Got fish.
Got fish. Ruined it.
Godfish, my
But no,
favorite game.
I'm not gonna actually kick down the door. I was just thinking it would be
Oh,
funny.
you did.
It would
Arnold
be
Schwarzenegger one-liners.
It would be really funny for a gator to kick the door open and be like, "Got fish."
And start blasting.
All right, what are you doing?
All right. Sounds like they're good chaps over there.
Maybe we should knock.
I don't know. It's up to Shadow whether or not he tells us what's happening over there.
He's telling us what's happening.
I will inform the group of what I heard. They're playing cards.
Oh, thought you were gonna lie to us.
Don't sound so upset.
And then say the door is safe to open. And
I mean, should we knock? I mean, do y'all want to knock?
It is possible that we may still face enemies. I would like to do so with my sword and axe in hand.
Well, take your axe out and knock on the door with your axe.
Yeah, I'll take my weapon out as well.
That's actually not a terrible idea.
It
Have 'em
is. It is a
occasionally.
terrible idea.
Well,
Yes. People over there, evil villains would not be sitting around playing Go Fish.
Thank
If
you.
you came to my front door and banged on it with your axe, I would not think that you were a pleasant visitor.
You can take the butt of the axe and just.
And as they argue,
just
I will
sand.
open the door.
All
There
right.
we go.
Brother,
There we
she's
go.
just.
Brother says they're talking about their weapons and tactics. You just swing the door open and you see a pretty large 20-foot by 20-foot room. You see three figures like sitting cross-legged style around a treasure chest. They're all holding cards in their mail gloved hands, and they seem to be bickering with one another. But as soon as you open the door, their heads turn and you see that they are all skeletons with a strange glowing room in the middle of their foreheads, and the cards just explode in a flurry as they get up pulling weapons. So let's roll initiative.
I've been around for a long time. I can admit when I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Does this show have like where you go to a private room and talk to a camera like a reality show?
Oh, it does. Yeah.
Fucking Brodus in the dungeon.
That's funny.
I could.
We should
What did they-
institute that the confessional.
What do they call that in real world? What was that? That was like.
Confessional.
Was it confessional?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit.
I got a pretty decent one.
Tia, that was a huge mistake.
Nah, we're all right. We got this. Dude, we just took out a whole pack of starving wolves. We got this shit.
And ghouls.
And ghouls.
Maybe we just shut the
Yeah,
door.
unfortunately, my only weapon are piercing weapons, which don't work good against skeletons, I believe.
You'll be fine.
That sounds a lot like I could be wrong. My headphones may be messing up, but that sounded like metagaming.
Brothers.
I'm sure he
This
knows you
was
can't stab a skeleton.
Me talking, not my character.
I have a +0 to initiative,
Uh-huh.
so I got a 20.
All right.
Boom.
Damn, dude.
Shadow.
Damn.
I have a +3 to initiative, so I got a 21. Yep,
Right.
I'm a one-upper.
Brigwin.
He
No.
does that shit to me all the
Well-
time.
Let's say.
12.
12.
The inverse of
Wait, no big preamble like those two. Okay. Groblith.
So back when I was 12, I started playing this game, and I got a I got a 16.
All right. Okay. Pate.
13.
13 and Cade.
19.
19.
Yeah, we fast as fuck.
Skeletons.
Yeah. Plus, we got them in the surprise round. Of course, there's not one of those in D&D, right?
Yeah, there is.
Oh,
It's
okay,
just, you
cool.
know. Oh, wow. They go quick.
I'm
I don't
glad
think
we
it goes
didn't knock
quick
on the
as-
door, though.
All right.
I mean, but Cade and them drew. Already had their weapons ready and everything.
Shadow, what are you doing?
Well, I have 40 feet of movement, so I will move to the far side of the closest skeleton
All
from the door. And I will make a
Yeah, you can annotate if you want.
swing with my rapier. And I rolled a 12 plus 5, so 17.
Okay. Then that hits.
All right.
I do 5 points of piercing
Okay, and I
damage.
think skeletons have resistance to piercing, so that's half damage. So 2.
There you go.
You know what we need? We need a producer. We need somebody who just runs the map.
That'd be nice. Next 20. Brodus, blah, blah.
It was your idea, Frakes. So you bow out of this campaign as a character and just start drawing maps and run and roll 20.
Run the
Yeah.
damn map.
That doesn't seem as much fun as playing the game, so that might, or running the game. So it
Well,
might
I'm
be,
not convinced you guys are having fun yet anyway, so.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Brodus?
I'm going to step in and use my newest second level ability.
All right.
Ah.
And it's because I chose the light domain instead of just turn undead. I could choose turn undead or radiance of the dawn.
Ooh.
So
Sounds fancy.
Broadus will step in with that light spell he's already got on his staff, and he will hold it high into the room and dispel any darkness that's in this room.
Okay.
And all 3 enemies must give me a con save.
How far out in the hallway does that stretch?
30 feet.
Con, plus 2 for each of them.
Hate
All right.
turns to ashes.
As an action, you present your holy symbol, and any
I was
magical
kidding.
darkness within 30 feet of you is dispelled.
Boom.
Additionally, each hostile creature within 30 feet of you must make a Constitution saving throw.
All right. 2 fails, 1 success.
The DC was 13.
I know, but the fails are real faily. And the
Okay.
success is a natural 20.
Well, then, all right.
Real faily.
Real
Let me get
faily.
out my D10s.
Okay.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
Brothers just cleared out the room.
Shake so much. hit points.
Maybe.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, that means we get to go to another room.
That is 11 damage on the dice plus my 2 cleric levels, so 13 damage. That'll be full to the people who failed,
All right.
and half to the one that saved.
Okay, 13 damage actually obliterates these 2 guys.
All right,
Nice.
dibs on the cards. Dibs on
And-
the cards.
The other one takes half damage, which is 6.
Yeah. So I think that's it. Turn undead in every system is kind of sucks for me because they just run away, which means they can come back.
Well,
Um,
yeah, I've never understood that in a game like we play.
But yeah, I like my Radiance of the Dawn ability,
That's
and
pretty
I get it
cool.
once every rest after each rest.
Nice.
Is it just undead or is it any hostile?
Hostiles.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
Cade, what's your initiative bonus?
2?
All right, then I have to. Then you're rolling off with the final skeleton.
He doesn't have any
Mhm.
2s, so there's that.
16?
14, you're first.
Nice. I didn't add my modifier or anything, so.
That's okay,
guess
I
that's
did.
right. All right. Well, then, seeing a skeleton, Cade is going to charge in with both of his weapons. I don't know if charge is an actual mechanic in this game.
I don't know, but I Feels like something you should have looked up before you tried. Uh,
I'm not saying that I'm going to, but it was more of a flavor charge because I can get there in plenty of time
Okay, that's fine.
or plenty of space.
All right, here are the actions you can take on your turn. Attack, cast a spell, dash, which doubles your move, disengage, no opportunity attacks for the rest of the round is what that means.
Charge is a variant rule in this.
Dodge, help, hide, ready,
Why don't you
search,
just
or use an object.
why don't you just run in and attack them?
That's what I was going to do until the list of what I could do got read off to me.
Go in and attack.
Well, I'm just saying, to charge, it is a dash and
It is
then an
a-
attack.
Well, it's a variant rule, which Terrence just said. Which,
Did you say we were using it, or
yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I need to look over it a little better.
All right, then. I'm moving in and I'm swinging with my sword and my axe.
There
All
we
right,
go.
Thank you.
Axe, sword. That's a natural 20 for my axe.
Okay.
And it's probably
that's-
won't matter.
Double damage.
Do I double the modifier as well in this system?
No.
Okay, so that's 13 damage.
13. That's all you need to wait. Slashing. Yeah. That's all right. It's already damaged. You finish it off. The skeleton it breaks apart under your blow.
All right.
All right,
Cade swings around with a wild grin on his face, looking for others.
All right. There are no other monsters in here. However, there is a treasure chest with a now destroyed game of Go Fish over the top of it.
And you said the cards went poof.
No, they didn't go poof. They just went everywhere.
Oh, I gather up the cards.
Before you do that, can I do an investigation check to see if you really did have threes?
Oh my god.
Yes, he was in fact a dastardly cheater.
That son of a bitch. No wonder he got poofed.
Well, it seems that Pate is claiming his treasure.
Yeah.
Good call. I think that is the best that we will find while the rest of us split up the chest. Wink.
Check his pockets. Check the pockets. Yeah.
It's just bones, bro.
is there a
Hey.
place to sit down in here, or is that why they were sitting Indian style?
No, they were just sitting Indian style around the chest.
Yeah, I'll sit down and start dealing out the cards.
No, I'm sitting down so I can take my rest, so I can get my ability back in case we come into another combat.
I do
Okay.
a full rest. Or is that a full rest or just a short rest?
A short rest is what, 10 minutes?
Yeah, 10 minutes to an hour, depending on like what you guys are doing. I guess I'm just gonna play it by ear on that point. But
Yeah.
I'd say you could take a 10-minute here.
Yeah, well, I mean, while they're going through the chest and everything, the first time I've used that ability, I'm thinking it drained me a little bit. So I'm gonna go catch my old man breath while they do
Okay.
the investigations.
Yeah, I think 10 minutes is fine. I mean, the rest of us haven't even moved into the room, so I don't think we need to take a break yet. But
I wanted to make sure that I made up for my mistake in opening that door, so I kind of gave it my all there at the beginning. Oh,
Little-
I'm so tired now, though.
Mistake. That was the best move so far.
I'll hand Broadus a can of magical insure. That's I got from the town.
Oh no, thank you. That messes with my stomach.
Yeah, he needs a boost.
It's gluten and lactose free. So
He needs some poop yogurt with Jamie Lee Curtis, the elf on it.
this is issueless. But
But before we, Brodus, before you sit down to rest,
he already has.
he's slow. He takes a minute to lower him. He's got to settle, spin around 3 times like a dog. But will that key fit in this chest?
I will just hand it to Cade.
I will try the key in the chest.
There you
All
go.
right. This one does not fit either, but it doesn't fit this chest either, as it turns out.
Ah, well, that
Is the
doesn't
chest
work
locked?
here.
You want to check that shadow?
I just stuck a key in it and it didn't open, so yeah, we should have Shadow look at it.
I think so.
I
All
agree with you.
right, I'll take a look at it. Breaking out my picks once again. Rolled a natural one.
Okay. It does not appear to be trapped in the slightest. It looks safe as any old thing.
That's
All
good because I
right.
just stuck a key in it.
I thought he said the key didn't fit, so
I attempted.
that could have saved you.
Um,
Oh, hey, followed by a nat 20 on the unlock pick check.
All right. You finish picking the lock, and you hear a click, and suddenly the lid to the chest just flies open, and another skeleton basically just stands up out of the chest, unfolds itself, and attacks you.
Nope.
Let's see. Does 18 get you, Shadow?
Yes, an 18 gets me.
All right. So he. Sorry.
No, it's funny. It's great.
That's pretty good.
Take that, dummy.
You take 5 points of damage from its short sword.
It's a jack in the
All
box. It's great.
You see a shower of coins come out of its bones as it's basically just stands up out of the treasure.
Rah!
No, let's do
Wait.
initiative again, I guess.
Wait. Before that happens, is he within 10 feet of me?
I don't know. Are you like fucking around with the treasure area?
I would assume so. I ain't got nothing
Then
else to do. Then give me, because he started his turn within 10 feet of me, give me a con save.
The skeleton or
Yeah, the
Shadow.
skeleton.
okay.
Oh, Shadow, give him a con save.
20. I got 20 on that one.
Well,
No, then-
I am a witness to his murder, like him murdering someone.
What happens now?
Nothing. You beat the save.
Okay, so yes.
And it's one of my new things. If an enemy starts their turn within 10 feet of me, they have to do a con save or take 1d4 necrotic damage.
All right, surprise over. Let's do a quick initiative for the skeleton attack.
Yay, mad.
Let's go with the same order. Broadus,
11.
Shadow,
14.
Brigwin,
5.
5, Groblith,
18.
18, and Pate,
9.
9, Cade,
19.
Bastard.
and skeleton, not very high. Okay, so 19, Cade.
Well, I'm going to attack with my sword and my axe,
Okay,
and we'll see what happens. That is probably not a hit.
But you
Does
get
a
advantage.
10? Do I get advantage?
Aren't we flanking?
It jumped up out of a chest. I don't think anybody's flanking it yet.
Yeah,
what did you get to hit?
10.
That's a miss.
All right. Then the natural 1 is also a miss.
Yes, very much miss. All right.
Do we have fumbles in D&D or no?
I was going to talk to you guys about it like briefly later, but I hadn't really. Sorry.
So
we'll
currently, no.
we'll let that one fly for now.
Aw.
But like in general, is it a thing?
No, actually, it's not in the base rules.
Mm.
That's
Other
lame.
than always a miss.
But I know
Honest.
I've been springing a lot of weird stuff on you guys with this campaign, so I just wanted to make sure before I even add even more.
Well, I mean, springing the weird stuff's fine, but I mean, fumbles and crits are kind of a staple. I don't know.
Well, then-
I mean,
I'm mostly just fishing around for the kind of chart I want, basically.
oh, okay.
So yes, those are misses. We are on to 18. Your go, Groblith, right? Yes.
Yep. I will get within striking distance.
Okay, move and.
I will cast Shillelagh with my reaction,
Okay.
and then I will strike for
That works.
14.
That hits.
Cool, and I do 5 points of damage.
5 points. He's up.
I rolled a D8 plus 3 and got a 5.
Shadow.
All right, I will step up and take a swing. Missing horribly.
Okay. Brodus.
Shadow took damage, right? When the chest opened, the thing came up and slashed him.
It did.
Yes.
He did. Yes.
Then, as I stand, I will channel my my Orison in his direction to heal him. D4 hit points. I didn't realize it had a 30-foot radius on it, so I could
Okay.
Get him within 30 feet.
Whoa,
But it's just once per rest. Natural 4 on that, though, so get 4 of your hit points back.
Sweet. Thank you.
The warmth of healing light encircles your body, helping to heal your wounds.
Pete is
It was
next.
good flavor. It was like curry.
I guess I'm in the room now.
Yeah, I assume you were picking up cards nearby.
Yeah, I picked up the cards. All right, so I will. Tara's seeing the skeleton jump out, and everybody start hitting it. I need a Constitution save from the skeleton.
Alrighty. Oh, jeez, I'm doing great on this skeleton. 19.
Yeah, you make the save, nothing happens.
Okay, and
I will
it-
back away about 10 feet.
the skeleton turns its ire to you, Cade. Natural 20.
Come on, Zen Bone Boy.
The bone boy hits you for 10 damage.
That's a lot
Yep.
at this level.
Yep. It's your go, Brigwin. Monster's still up, and it's your turn. I'm shocked. We got all the way to 5.
Yeah, I'm surprised as well.
Same.
So, a lot of misses.
It's the boss skelly. The skelly
I'm gonna
boss.
grab the mace off of my belt
All right.
after being like, "Whoa, what the fuck was that?" and swing at it. That's 14.
That will hit.
Yay! What is that? D6 plus 1. That's 4 points of bludgeoning.
4 points of bludgeoning.
Did you actually choose mace
I did.
as your weapon?
No, that's what I mean. That's what I use in close quarters. Yeah.
Well,
Dope.
good choice.
Let me double check something real quick here. Sorry.
Bonker.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was wrong. I'm so sorry, Kevin. I was wrong about what skeletons have. They don't have resistance to slashing and piercing. They have vulnerability to bludgeoning. So you did 8 damage to the skeleton.
Even better.
I did.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
So and that brings us to the top of the order, which is Cade.
You motherfucker.
Please be doing the dying now.
I will get into flanking if I can.
All right. Yes, it's easy to flank with at least 2 people surrounding the chest.
And that's advantage?
Yes.
Dope.
That's
First
40.
attack is a 16. Second attack is a 19.
All right. Both hit.
I believe that my thing is, yep. 10 damage.
All right. 10 damage finishes it off.
Ba-da-ba.
The skeleton's bones rain down upon everyone's feet.
Ow.
I
This
will
skeleton-
immediately run to Cade's aid.
Right. This skeleton, like the rest of them, had a strange glowing rune on its forehead of its skull, and you can see that the rune still glows on all their skulls as they're strewn about you.
I have not taken a hit like that since the plains of Mordeath.
I cast Cure Light Wounds, and it is 9.
Dope.
Yeah.
I am
It's
good
on
to
the
go.
D8, and it's plus your spell casting modifier, not your level. So, yeah, plus 3. Boom.
That's
Is
nice.
Is there any check to figure stuff out about the rune?
Hmm?
Any stuff to figure out about the room? A check for that? The runes, sorry.
Tommy Wiseau's The Room.
Okay.
Oh.
You pick up the skull and look at the rune, and it looks very similar to the one that the dragon had on her forehead.
Interesting.
I'll touch one of them to see if feel warm, cold.
You get a strange, like, eerie, hair-raising tickle on your neck when you touch it, but beyond that, nothing happens.
Did the dragon not tell us that that was her slave mark, basically?
Yeah.
From the creator of the dungeon.
Basically, yeah, she says everyone bound to the dungeon has this mark.
Do we have any for my spellcasters in the back? Do we have any indication that this rune may reanimate these skeletons, bring them back into one piece?
It most assuredly will at some point. I would ascertain from the knowledge that we've gained, and I can also roll an Arcana check, but that's just from.
You don't have to make. I'll let you have that one. Yes, you figure that this rune binds the monsters within it and their lives to the dungeon, and in fact
Again.
will reconstruct these skeletons.
They are as defeated as they're going to be at this point, and we should
Well.
probably move on with haste.
All right,
If that's the case.
Well, I pick up the coins that the skeleton had stuffed around it when he came bursting out of the.
And I dump the rest of them out of the chest and start throwing the bones into the chest.
Okay. Well, it's going to be hard to fit them all in there because 3 of the skeletons are armored, but
Just the heads then.
Say the least we could do is leave them their
Yes.
playing cards.
Wait, the heads, the
Yeah, I got
hands, and the feet.
cards.
all right.
The hands,
there-
and the feet go in the chest.
Was there anything else in the chest besides the coins before they started loading the
Yes,
bones?
there's
in there?
coins and a few gems, and I posted them on the Discord. So, but it comes to a total of 217 gold and 9 gems.
Perfect.
A piece? I'm
No.
just kidding.
No.
I know.
But a lot of it is copper and silver pieces. It's about a 20-pound load of coin and gem.
I'll shove them in a bag and I'll hook those to Cade's backpack.
I will unhook them from my backpack and put them in my backpack so that I'm not off balance.
All right. Okay, so
That's also fine. Good donkey.